Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I am Jean-Pierre, and today we are not focusing on fashion, but instead we are going to make Haitian pâté together. Today is January 1st. To most of you, it's Happy New Year, but for us, it is Haitian Independence Day. So it is all about the soup jumu, and I'm not a huge fan of soup jumu, so I'm going to make some Haitian pâté as well. We are not making the dough from scratch because I'm not there yet. So we are actually going to use some store-made dough, but let's get it popping. My mama is over there and she is chopping the onions. And once that's done, I will take you over to the stove and we will make it together. All right, we're gonna kick things off with our pan. And I don't have olive oil, so I'm going to be using some coconut oil, and we're going to saute some garlic and onion. It's getting hot. No. I might only make one of the. Yeah. I might not need both. Yeah. I don't know.
You don't need to do it. I don't know. That's good.
Garlic. More onion. You think we need more? Yeah. No.
More?
Maybe a little bit more. Alright. Which one has more meat? This one has more? Alright. So now that the onion and garlic is a little bit softened, now we'll add the meat. It's June and Jacquot's cooking show. How old were you when you learned how to cook? Like 30 something?
Maybe or less. Yeah, but Vivi always said, go to the kitchen. The kitchen. Antoinette
Will teach you.
We'll teach you and you can help her too.
Because my grandmother was not cooking.
Her sisters cook.
Not Vivi? She's funny.
Oh, Vivi.
Alright.
Tu peux monter le feu maintenant, un petit peu.
Okay.
Je viens de manquer à cuite.
Yeah. A bowl to Lindsay and Josh. They got in late last night. So.
Oh, they're back?
Yeah, from the funeral. I don't know how long this is gonna last right here, and I know this lighting isn't very good. I should probably add some lighting right here, but you won't get the gist. I just added some salt and pepper and Himalayan pink salt. It's not a lot of meat, but I think it'll be okay.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And then we'll do the épices.
Let's cook.
How much of it? 3 spoons? Like 3 spoons?
Yeah.
You said 3 spoons? So, I didn't make a piece, so we're trying this for the first time. You said 3 spoons, like that? You said you tasted it, it was okay?
Okay.
We don't have any like rosemary or... Do I have any rosemary or thyme?
Thyme, yes, but not rosemary.
Let's get some thyme.
Yeah, that's the thyme now.
Alright. So most people, when they make ground beef, they just like cook the ground beef, whatever. But to make the ground beef with the pate, it's got to be almost like kind of like a paste, and it's got to have a lot of flavor because you're putting it into like the flaky crust, and the crust is going to take some of the flavor out anyway. So you want your meat to be like very seasoned and very delicious. So after this,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
so now the meat is completely cooked. Okay, the meat is completely cooked and it's crumbled up pretty well. So now the meat is completely cooked and we are going to add tomato paste, a little beef broth, a little water, and probably some lime or lemon juice. And we're going to we use fresh lime and lemon. Typically I would use like all fresh a piece, but again, I'm tired. I got my cycle. I'm trying to just get this done. So I will show you that process in just a minute. All right, so inside of the water, I am going to use the beef broth just to add a little bit more flavor. Let's go back to where it's a little dark. I really should add a light. Y'all want me to add a light? Let me give you some good quality content. Let me go get a light. Hold up. It's not a huge light. I got plenty of huge lights, but for this, I'm going to use this one because it's magnetic and I'm hoping that's just gonna stick on the oven and not be a whole thing. So very compact, but it'll do what it needs to do. I feel like the light is working. It's working. Look, I just have it right there. Ooh, but there's a lot of steam. Okay, we're gonna put this right here. Ooh, it's sliding because there's some oil here. Okay, that's not gonna work. Hold on. Y'all see this? This lighting? Okay, all from this small light. Oh, we rocking, we rolling, and I don't have to have like crazy, you know, elaborate production. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. All right. Proud of myself. Anyway, okay. Beef broth time. We're gonna add some beef broth. I already shook it. I'm gonna shake it some more. And this is the beef broth, leftover beef broth that my mom used when she made bouillon for, which is like another Haitian soup. She used that to make some bouillon for my friend who was sick with the flu. You're gonna want this to simmer. Simmer, simmer, simmer. Do a little lime. A little tomato paste. So adding the tomato paste to add a little bit of color to the meat and a little more acidity. It's gonna take a while. I have this kind of low. And we're gonna let it just kind of like simmer and cook, and then I'll do some like flavor testing because I added a whole bunch of seasonings, but the seasoning's working. Meat? Yeah, I did make some meat. I'm making the pate. So this is the meat paste. You remember those little, you like them, I don't know how to describe it. They have the flaky crust and then I put meat inside of it. I'm making that. So now that our meat is cooked, it is time for us to do the shells, or, you know, like the puff pastry that the meat is going to go inside of. Basically, every single culture has some kind of a meat-filled pastry. There's empanadas, Jamaicans have patties, I think it's like, would be like dim sum for other cultures. I can't quite remember, but literally every culture has a meat-filled patty of some kind. There's pastelitos, I mean, there's so many. Okay. So I'm gonna put a little bit of flour on this surface. I am just using cutting board. Lightly floured. Okay, so I just use the Pepperidge Farm, this one. I have used others, don't recommend. This is the only one that's like the closest to what homemade will be like. There's like the phyllo sheets too. Don't recommend. Just these ones. And because of the recession or inflation, they went up in price. They were $3.99. They're $6 now.
What?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Yeah,
I'm not
$6 a
surprised.
box.
I'm not surprised. Oh.
Crazy. Just gonna unwrap it. And then use a rolling pin, flatten it out. I thought I had a rolling pin, but I don't know where it is, so I'm going to use just a glass. Just don't press too hard. What do you want, baby? You want some meat?
Yes, it tastes so good.
Okay, I can give you some meat.
You want to do bread?
You want meat with bread?
No, I just want meat.
These ones will just be small ones. It's a little lolo.
Le bois.
Yeah.
Le bois sur les côtés.
Yeah.
Des lolos.
On n'aime pas les oignons. A little egg wash.
On va mettre un petit épice.
Yeah.
Ça va étirer la peau.
So we had leftover rotisserie chicken, and instead of it going bad, we're making chicken ones as well. So my mom is like deboning it, taking the skin out, and then we're gonna put it in a chopper, so that way it's kind of like a paste. Add some épices, and then we're gonna have chicken pâté as well.
Oh, it do sound like it's gonna be great.
I'm telling you, it is. I mean,
So I realized that I closed out that video without closing out that video. I just dropped y'all like a bad habit. So this is my closing. I wanted to tell you how the pate went. So our friends Nee and Hiren came to have soup jumu with us, and my bonus daughter and her girlfriend were also with us, and I ended up making just shy of 44 pate, and within an hour and a half, I'm gonna give it maybe 2 hours, they were gone. So I think they were a success. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, who knows what type of video I'm going to bring you, but just know everything that I do is centered around identity, and I want to make sure that you don't lose yours to motherhood or wifehood or your job or whatever it is. It is all about making sure that we feel complete as women, because we are women first and everything else is just after. Thanks for watching. Bye.